Hi, let's talk about subtracting three-digit numbers with regrouping or borrowing using the standard algorithm. Here I have two problems, so let's get started. When I'm subtracting, I always line up my numbers to show the place values in the same column. That's going to make it so I don't make a mistake. And then I always start with subtracting the ones. And if you're not sure why you should do this, go ahead, start subtracting in the hundreds and see if there's a problem. Sometimes there won't be, but sometimes there will be. And so that's why I like to follow the rule of always starting subtracting with the ones. Okay, so I'm going to start right here. 8 minus 2, that equals 6. Now I get to my tens, 3 minus 6. I can't take 6 away from 3, so I'm going to need to borrow. I show borrowing by crossing out this 9 and replacing it with an 8. So I am taking away 100, and I am turning that 100 into 10 tens. So I add those 10 tens to the 3, and I get 13. Now I can subtract. 13 minus 6 equals 7. And now I move on to the hundreds. 8 minus 5 equals 3. So my answer here is 376, and I borrowed once. Now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to have to borrow twice. Let's see how it works. So 7 take away 8. I can't do that, so I need to borrow. So I'm going to cross out this 2. I'm going to take away 110. That leaves me with 1 left over. I'm going to turn that 110 into 10 ones and add that to the 7, which will give me 17. Now I can subtract. 17 minus 8 equals 9. Now we'll move on to the tens place. Here I have 1 minus 6, which I can't do, so I'm going to borrow from the hundreds. I cross out the 5 and rewrite it as a 4 because I'm taking away 100. I'm turning that 100 into 10 tens and adding those 10 tens to this 1, and that gives me 11. So I have a lot of crossing out here and numbers above. This can be really confusing to students who are just learning how to do this. That's why we go through the steps of showing it on the place value chart or on a number line or using base 10 blocks, because there's a lot of different ways to see this. And once students understand what they're doing, all of these crossing out and numbers will make more sense. So 11 take away 6 is 5, and then 4 take away 1 is 3. So our answer is 359. All right, go back to the worksheet you started before watching this video. Correct any mistakes that you made or do any problems that you weren't able to do before. Then put your work away for the night. Tomorrow, look at the review sheet, try the activity. 5 to 10 minutes of practice a night for several nights is going to give you the practice you need to get comfortable with this skill. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.